Hello, all my most amazing artists. This is Mrs. Donner, and today we are going to print eggs. We have Easter coming up. This is a very, very important week, Holy Week. So we started yesterday with palms, and we are going to continue with our beautiful week. There's a Triduum this weekend. Absolutely very amazing. Starting Thursday, we're going to really, really get into the Easter Holy Week. All right. What I need today is a potato. Now, people usually have potatoes in their houses, right? So sometimes potatoes, I mean, if you look at it, I picked one that kind of looked like an Easter egg, but it's okay. You might have something better. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have an adult. Hey, I'm an adult. I'm going to cut the potato in half. So have an adult cut the potato in half. And then you can blot it on some paper towels because it's probably going to be pretty wet. Next thing we need, your watercolor markers or some watercolors. I need also the tin foil because remember a couple weeks ago when we did the watercolors from the watercolor markers? Well, we're going to do a variation of that with them in case you don't have paint, okay? I also need you to get a piece of paper, a piece of white paper would be good, and something to etch into the potato to make it more interesting, to make it look more like a potato, look more like an Easter egg. The little lines, the holes. So I need something that, now if you're going to use, this happens to be a chopstick, a wooden chopstick. If you have a pencil with a dull tip, do not use a sharp one, dull tip, you can use that as well. So on this potato, I'm going to show you, I'm going to etch in a diagonal, looks like a W, and another diagonal W. This is just fun. Don't make it too dramatic and too intense because this is going to be just for fun. You don't want to make too intricate a drawing. It's just not that kind of a potato surface. The potato is kind of mealy like. All right, so now I've done that. Now this is what I'm going to do next. I'm going to paint. Now I have some paint. I'm going to paint my one egg print with red, and I'm going to use real paint, okay? I've got some watercolor paints. I'm going to use that. If you have that, that'll be fun. And if not, we have another option. So I've painted my print making surface. This is the surface that we want the ink on. This is like the handle. I'm going to place it down and I'm going to press. And that is extra groovy. Now let's see if we made it. Let's see how Mrs. Donner did. Voila, that looks like watercolor. That looks like a watercolor Easter egg. Beautiful. Now the cool thing about that is I can take some, I can help it a little bit. I can make the colors reach a little bit more. Now on this one, this is for people who don't have any watercolors at home, and you know what? This is kind of fun too, all right? I'm gonna take my tin foil and my watercolor markers, and I'm going to swatch put big swatches of color on my tin foil, which is pretty cool. Make sure that it is big enough for your potato / egg printing to cover the surface of this, okay? And I think that's gonna work. Let's put a little bit more here just for fun. All right. So now I'm going to turn this over. Now I've made these hatch marks that look like W's, and I didn't make any holes on this one. You know what, I might put a couple of holes in here just to make it more interesting, because I want to kind of see what it looks like, because that's the thing about printmaking. You never know what it's going to look like until you've printed it. All right, so now I'm putting this down, and this one I'm going to be a little messy, and I'm going to smear it around, and then I'm going to look at it and see if I'm all covered. Now that area is not covered. So it might not cover on the paper, but that's a whole nother thing that we can do, that we can, beautiful, oops, that. All right, so now I'm going to print this, and I'm gonna press really hard, like that, and we're gonna see what happens. Wow, now see, that's pretty. That's really nice. See this little area right here? I don't even mind that. I think that's pretty. Now, you know what you could do? You could color in there later on, if you're gonna cut these out and make a card out of them, or you could just leave it. This is pretty. These are really pretty. Now, I want to see some things that you guys have done this week. If you can send them to me, I will try. I would love to have some video of people making these for Easter, because, I don't know, I just want to see what you guys are up to, and I miss you. And have a great week. Have a blessed, blessed Holy Week. Thank you for everything, and thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Bye.